Hey Guitar Fam, it's Nate here, and welcome to this song lesson where we're going to take a look at the CCR version of the song Proud Mary. This is one that was requested a lot, and this isn't quite an easy song because it has a few bar chords in it, but it is a fairly simple and straightforward song. So it's a good song to get into and start practicing if you've been working on your open chords and strumming and you kind of have that down, but you want to get into bar chords. Also, something that you want to do if you haven't already, go to guitarfam.com and create your complimentary account where you'll get access to the first module of all of our premium courses. The bar chord masterclass is included in that list, so you'll be able to start that course and really get a handle on your bar chords. Even better than that though, every Guitar Fam member gets one complimentary personal private one-on-one video lesson with me, so you can schedule that on the site whenever works for you. All right, having said that, the chord chart tab and jam track for this song are also available for you on the Guitar Fam site, so go there, download those, and we'll get into this. All right, let's just start by looking at what chords we need to play this song. It starts off with a C, and these are just in order that they appear in the song. So a normal open C chord, and then an open A, then a G, and then we have two bar chords. The first one is an F, but you don't have to play a full F bar chord. You can do just 4-note version with a bar on top, the little mini bar, or the 3-note version of the F. That's fine too, whichever one you can pull off for this. Next chord is an open D. Make sure not to hit the low E or A strings when you play that. And the last chord is the other bar chord. It's a B minor. If you need help with bar chords, just go to the Guitar Fam site, create that complimentary account if you haven't already, and you'll be able to access the first module of all of our premium courses, and the bar chord masterclass will help you get started on your bar chords the right way. Anyway, B minor is the last chord there. So I tried to standardize this and make it as plain and straightforward as possible as far as the strumming goes. That way you can just jump to it and play it as quickly as possible. Now there are two main strumming parts, I should say. The first one was in the intro, and it's a little bit irregular, so you just have to learn that kind of as it's written. And the second strumming pattern is out throughout the entire rest of the song. So you have to learn the intro, and then you can learn the strumming pattern for the verses and the choruses of the song. And one thing you have to be able to do to play this song right is get a good slap strum. Like that. So if you have a C, you need to be able to do that. And if it's your first time doing this, I would recommend just isolating it without even putting a chord on and getting to where you're used to. What I'm doing is I'm strumming as I normally would, but when I come down to put my pick through the strings with the downstroke, my palm hits all the strings about 2 inches or so up above the saddle or the bridge there, and it mutes all of them. And as my hand comes down, it strikes it, and all the strings are muted, so it sounds like a snare drum. So two things are making that kind of slap sound. It's the muted strum, and then also my hand hitting the strings in the top of the guitar. So I'd recommend just getting that to where you can do it consistently, because sometimes you might have a lower, a higher string ringing out, so you need to find that spot on your palm right here, so it mutes all the strings, comes down, and it mutes it all in one motion right there. So isolate that, work on itself, because it is something you're going to use throughout this entire song. So let's just go through the intro, and we'll take a look at the chord progression, and then I'll break the strumming pattern down for you. So I'll just play it for you once. So it's C A C A C A G F D. And I'll play it for you once. And then it goes into the next part of the tune. But the strumming pattern, let's just look at the very first measure. The first two measures are the same. It's just a C, 2, and A. So down, up, down with a muted strum, and then you go on your next upstroke. You have an up. You still perform your down for your constant strumming technique there, but you don't actually dig in. And then on and, 4, and, you have up, down, up. So the strumming pattern is just down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But you have to put that slap or muted strum in there. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so just slow that down until you get it in your head. Listen to the song a lot. That'll help you be able to perform this without having to think about it so much. So you do that twice. here's where things change a little bit. Da 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 da. Okay, so measures 3 and 4, you have back to a C, down, up, muted strum down, then to an A on the end of 2, up, up, another muted strum on the downstroke, then an up on a G, another muted stroke on the downstroke of 4, and then switch to an F on the and of 4, hit an up. And that rings out to the 1 of the next measure. On the and of 1, you have up, down. And that down on beat 3 is kind of cut short. So you have, and then on beat 4, you just have a D. So like I would recommend just working this out super slow, kind of binary downs and ups. What am I digging into the strings? When am I not digging into the strings? When are the slap strums there? And in that measure 3, the muted strums are just an opportunity to switch chords faster. Down, up, down. When you mute, switch to an A, up, down. Use that to switch to G. Down with the muted. Use that to switch to an F. Then up, down, then D on 4. Okay? So take that one little measure at a time. That's probably the hardest part of the song. Everything else is fairly easy compared to this, except the slap strums that are out throughout the entire song. But let me play that entire intro for you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then that gets us into the main strumming pattern of the song. And it's just a straight 8th note strumming pattern with downstroke muted or slap strums on 2 and 4. And this is super typical because if you think about a drummer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's happening is he's hitting the snare on 2 and 4, and that's all we're doing is we're mimicking the snare drum. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so don't let the slap strum get in your way of playing through the whole song. If all you can do right now is stick to a straight 8th note strumming pattern, that's totally cool. Okay? If you can, slow down and work on your slap strum. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and that strumming pattern on a D is like probably 30 or pushing 40% of the entire song from here on out. Okay, so that intro is really 6 bars long. You have and then you have 2 measures of D, just with your standard strumming pattern. And then you get into where you start singing, which is verse 1. And all you have to do for the first 8 measures of verse 1 is play a D. Keep playing that same D for 8 more measures. So, working for me, living night and day. Right? So that gets you through the entire verse, and that's every verse in the song. So once you have that down, just count. It's a matter of counting and keeping track of where you are as far as how many measures of D you've played. And that gets us to the chorus of the song. The chorus uses the exact same strumming pattern. So you're just going to play your straight 8th note strumming pattern with your muted downstroke strums on 2 and 4. A for 2 measures, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you play a B minor for 2 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if you can't do a full B minor yet, just do a B power chord. Okay, and if that slap strum is really hard for you, I'm telling you to slow it way, way, way down for a couple of weeks. Be really consistent with your practice. You don't have to practice it for a long time, but 5-10 minutes a day, twice a day, like in the morning and at night, will help you get this new coordination down a lot quicker than it would if you're inconsistent with it. Anyway, after that, A for 2 measures, B minor for 2 measures, then you have 4 more measures of D before finishing the chorus. So, and that's where you get the rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. All right, from there, you just repeat a verse and a chorus again. So you go intro, verse 1, verse 2, and then you'll see some repeat signs which tell you to play. Go back to the verse, play verse 2 and chorus 2, and then you're going to play the intro again. Let me play the whole verse and chorus 2 so you can get an idea of what it will be like, and then we'll go back into the intro. Okay, here's verse 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let each other see, working for the land every night and day. Of course, keep on tuning, proud and keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. All right, so that's it. You just do that, and then you go back to the verse again, verse 2, chorus 2, and then you go back into the re-intro. So if you're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, intro. And you have the same little 2 measures of D at the end to kind of cap that intro off again. After that re-intro, you have the guitar solo, which is just another verse and a chorus. So play it just like you had, 8 measures of D, 2 measures of A, 2 measures of B minor, and then 4 more measures of D with that standardized strumming pattern that we've been using. Once you've done that, once you play the guitar solo through, do that re-intro again. So this again. Okay, after that, you're gonna do verse 3 and chorus 3, which are just like all the other verses and choruses. So 8 measures of D for the verse, 2 measures of A, 2 measures of B minor, and then from there, what you're gonna do the rest of the song, you normally have 4 measures of D for the chorus, and you do that, but really from there on out, you just play D all the way through to the end of the song as it fades out. All right, that's it for this one. I would say that this is kind of an important song to learn to get you past, or what I consider kind of a rite of passage to breaking into that intermediate level of playing and say, okay, I'm not quite all a beginner guitar player anymore. I can play Proud Mary because it has, the strumming, the open chords, and the bar chords there. All right, if you have any questions about the song or other songs, let us know. You can send us an email at support@guitarfam.com, or you can just leave a comment below wherever you're watching this. And if you haven't already, go to guitarfam.com and create your complimentary account. Every single Guitar Fam member gets 1 complimentary personal private one-on-one lesson with me that you can schedule on the site. I'll be looking forward to meeting you. Bye.